So you probably heard that we got some clarity in the Rashee Rice suspension, and unfortunately, that clarity is not so good. So Rice's hearing is scheduled for September 30th, which means he can play for the first 4 games of the season. Availability for the first 4 weeks is awesome, but unfortunately that opens up like a whole new can of worms on multiple ends. So the general range that everyone has kind of been assuming here has been 4 to 6 games. It's possible it could be more, maybe like 8 or so, but 4 to 6 is really where people were settling in. So let's say that we get the worst case scenario in theory of 6 weeks. Chiefs have a week 10 bye, so the earliest that you would see him would be in week 12. But again, that is if everything is very straightforward. We're talking about a guy that will be burning a hole on your roster through the majority of the middle portion of the season. And yeah, he'll be available once you start making that push for the fantasy playoffs, but will you be in the position to actually be making the fantasy playoffs? And will you be able to make do with holding him on your bench for that long? But then we get into the weird caveat where there is no guarantee that that suspension would happen exactly when we believe it would. We could get into a weird situation where this lingers and pushes into the fantasy playoffs. And then we can also get into an even weirder situation, which would be a win for the people that do draft him, where it doesn't even affect this season at all. Quite frankly, our best case scenario just went out the window. We were better off when we were thinking it was going to be the first 4 or 6 weeks. That is more workable. That is more doable. That is more predictable. This feels messy.